top of the class on a roll, hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, tonight, where's my ATB crew at? I almost forgot that part. I feel like I can't even say it. I'll be honest, I don't even know if you guys say, hey, ATB crew in the house, but I can't forget it. Give me 1 sec, guys. Let's just lower us down here a little bit. Oh, there we go. Welcome into the stream, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We got 200 people in here, even chat going absolutely nuts right now. I'm a little bit hungry. I'm not going to lie. But thank you, Mrs. Candles. Welcome into the stream, everybody. Thank you for being here. Shout out to FL Project. I see you, BTC 17K. I do appreciate everybody for being in here, guys. Tonight, we have a great show. As I get a little bit of nutrition in me, because croissants are very healthy, if you guys did not know. But we have a lot to look at on the charts today. Oh, my God, this is a tough croissant, guys. Frankie Candles versus croissant. Oh, my God. That plan backfired. But, guys, we have a ton to look at today. Obviously, we did get that move up yesterday. We did come down just a little bit today. But I'm going to give you guys those key levels you need to watch. And I'm also just kind of break down the market structure and let you guys know basically what my parameters are for remaining bullish or flipping bearish. So I'm going to give you guys those key levels and let you know we're going to look at those volume profiles and kind of gauge where we need to stay above in order to maintain this bullish momentum. Now, if you guys remember, obviously, Mrs. Candle's hand reveal, nice. There you go, guys. I think that's probably about that's about probably all we're going to get out of her. Until about 1 million subscribers. But I'm eating a cheap frozen pizza. Let's go. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto. But we're going to take a look, guys. I'm going to give you those levels, let you know kind of where I'm expecting price to go. We're going to break all that down and let you guys know what levels I'm looking to hold to remain bullish, because if you guys watch the channel, you will know we do have some higher daily time frames. Honestly, just a lot of the higher time frames in general are looking like they could be setting up in bullish patterns. I don't want to say patterns. They are looking to be shaping up in bullish setups. I don't know how to word it, but you guys know the higher time frames actually aren't looking too bad. We have money flow crossovers that just happened to flip into the green here, very, very recently. So we're going to go over that. And we got to see there's levels we need to stay above in order to get these higher time frames to remain bullish and potentially play out here to the upside. So we're going to, pump it, Frankie. Let's go. Self-healing spirit. But, guys, we're going to take a look at all that, and then we're going to take a look at the altcoins. But before we get into it, I do want to let you know I am going to be on Debate Crypto tonight for their TA Thursday show. So we're going to cut it a little bit short today. Don't worry. We're going to get through everything. I'm going to give you the TA. I'm going to give you all that sauce you guys come for every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. And then I'm going to end a little bit early. Maybe we'll go for about an hour or so. And then we're gonna bring the party on over to Debate Crypto. I'm not sure who the other guests are, but you guys know if you've ever been in one of those Debate Crypto shows, they absolutely kill it. They have the best guests on. I love going on that show to kind of. I like hearing what other TA or technical analysts have to say about the markets as well, because I just like to see the difference in thought. Most of the time, we are all looking at the same thing, but have all different ways of getting there. So stay tuned for that, guys. There you go. Debate Crypto's link in the chat, so you guys can save that. So we can go right over, I almost said ATB, right over to Debate Crypto right after that. But one more time, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys will get a spin on that wheel of pain and pleasure. 2 spots for free giveaways on each one of those spins. The more likes, the more giveaways you guys get. And luckily, kind of luckily, we didn't do our giveaways last week, so we are going to be on double duty for this week's giveaway. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be giving away a lot of stuff. Amit says, Frank, give us some TA on DOT. We will take a look at some of those altcoins for sure. We're just going to have to cut it a little bit. Gonna have to cut it a little bit short. 500 on Frankie Short. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Before we jump into the charts, guys, let's say what's up to chat. I'm sure we got a lot of A lot of the OGs in here. Let's see. Steph Paris, what is going on? She just Steph, I don't know. I guess Steph could be a guy. Probably. I see your profile picture, but it's so tiny I can't tell. But shout out to Steph. They put a laughing emoji, probably from that croissant I just took a bite out of. Shout out to Cash Cats. Shout out to you saying what's up to Dave Digital. Let's go. Slipstream, what is going on? You're on mute. Oh, trolled me a little bit there. He almost got me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, I assume. Yeah, okay. No stale croissants for Frankie. Protect him. Julio, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Cash Cats, again, welcome in. Quick Reflex, thank you for being here. Enzo Ferrari, as always, good to see you here, brother. Crawler, what is going on? Rockstar Cola Gomez, what's going on? Nice fake hand, lol, JK. It's just a prosthetic, guys. It's not a real hand. There's a future for Mrs. Candles as a hand/arm model. Let's go. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto, approved of the Mrs. Candles hand. Shout out to A-Train. Thank you for being here. Guys, thank you so much for all of you guys who are in the morning stream showing that support. And thank you for bearing with us through that show, guys. I got called up into that show like seconds before we went live. Hey, Frank, can you do the stream? Yes. Okay, go. Live. So a little bit of a scramble, but I appreciate all the love in there, guys. It was super fun. I absolutely love hosting the morning show. It's a totally different vibe than this show. Super, super fun. And we get to go over the news, which is, not always a common thing for us. So we get to break it down. So you guys get not a double dose, but a triple dose. We got the BitBoy Crypto stream, 9 p.m. The nightly crypto news wrap-up might be by your boy Frankie Candles. And the Market Watch, also by your boy Frankie Candles. And the Frankie Candles live stream, also by Frankie Candles. And Debate Crypto, they have a guest. His name is Frankie Candles. And guys, stay tuned. I believe I may be hosting ATB tomorrow. So it's a Frankie Candles takeover. Let's go. Shout out to Bufo on the beat. Says, Frankie, what size shoes do you wear for research purposes? I am a size 11. Rocking some pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my foot all the way up here. Give me a sec here. Get the focus. There's some pretty cool Adidas, guys. I love these shoes. Size 11. I'm just kidding. Well, I guess I'm not kidding. I do love these shoes, and I am a size 11. Shout out to Clint Query. Thank you for the super chat. It says, what do you want? And address. I'll DoorDash it. No way. You're too funny. You are funny, Clinton. I appreciate you. I am not gonna let you send me DoorDash, man. If anything, I should be sending you guys DoorDash for sending these super chats. Shout out to Clinton Query. I appreciate you, man. Always showing support. Shout out to you, man. Tim Shea, welcome in. Cobra, what is going on? DJ, and shout out to all our wonderful mods. We got Crypto Billy and Tyler Durden, Rob of Crypto Snob, D Petty Crypto, Tony D, Captain Kirk, Crypto Billy. I think I might have said someone twice, but shout out to all our mods, guys. We got the best mods in the game. You know it. Shout out to all of them. Thank you guys for what you do. Showing barely any calf. What a tease. Ooh, baby. Hey, guys, I'm not going to lie. Ben got back from the gym today, and he had some shorts on. Don't sleep on Ben's calves. They're pretty dang nice, and that's coming from Frankie Calves. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and figure out what the heck is going on with this market. Are we going up? Are we going down? Or are we going to continue to go sideways as we've been doing for seemingly forever? But Frank told me to stop super chatting. Shout out to Tony D for the super chat. Stop super chatting me. Save your money, people. Save your money. I'm just kidding. Debate Crypto tonight. Shout out to Tony. Thank you for the reminder, bro. You're the best. Frankie never. Shout out to Kelly Kellum. Frankie never sleeps. Kelly, I wish I could disagree with you, but it's almost true. Shout out to Kelly Kellum, fellow New Yorker. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to New York. Where's my New York fam at? Put it in the chat. Kelly Kellum can go pretty good too. I think it's in our New York blood. You know what I'm saying? But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the charts. Because we got a lot of good stuff going here. Bitcoin just lost. We're actually coming down a little bit here. Just lost 20K. So perfect title for today. What was the title? It was like, will we hold? Top level. Bitcoin clings to 20K, and we are now losing it. But we're going to go ahead and do our analysis here because we have a lot of interesting stuff popping up on the charts. I'm going to go ahead and hide the TA for now. Just want to go over kind of the market right now, guys, because we do have some stuff that has popped up on Market Cypher B that could potentially be a bullish sign to accompany these bullish momentum waves that we have on the higher time frames. But again, you want to realize that we are in a bear market, so you obviously want to be cautiously optimistic. I absolutely love that term. I heard DZ say it once, and I was like, dude, I am stealing that. Cautiously optimistic is just so often the way I approach the market, right? I think we could come up, but I'm being very cautious because I know we're in a bear market, right? So coming over here, let's go ahead, and I'm just going to show these higher time frames real quick, just for anyone who hasn't seen them, guys. These bullish setups that I am talking about here is going to be right here. I'm actually going ahead and remove RTA real quick so I can get some clean drawings here. You can see here as we zoom in just a little bit, the higher time frames actually aren't looking too bad here. Now, again, obviously you want to realize we're in a bear market, but you do have your prices making lower lows just in general. I went to the exact candle, but just in general, you are making lower lows here, right, with your higher lows on your momentum waves. And this is the 6 day, right? So this is a bullish divergence here, guys, on the 6 day time frame. Now, it is not confirmed just yet. You would want this green dot to confirm, but we are printing the green dot, which is definitely a good sign. And we got a little bit of a green candle here. So potentially very bullish setup to be confirmed here in about 3 days and 3 hours. Coming on down to our 5 day, same story being told. You have that green dot printing, bullish divs about to confirm here in about 1 day and 3 hours. Your 4 day is confirmed here, right? You have that green dot confirmed. Your money flow, it's not the most beautiful money flow here. It's kind of flat here. It's generally coming up. I would like to see it, with a little bit more of an aggressive curve. But just in general, guys, momentum is coming to the upside, and we are getting a little move out of it. But again, if we can get this, I know we have the jobs report coming out tomorrow, which is obviously Livayu Kap. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, man. I'm sorry. But he says you need to consider the economics. Absolutely. Besides the fact that we're in a bear market, guys, you have to understand that the state of the economy right now is not in the best position, which obviously we talk about this all the time. So I don't, some of the new people might not know this, but just to cover that, guys, I am cautiously optimistic here. Again, cautiously, all it takes is that drop of a hat. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, term I'm looking for. But if one thing goes wrong, right? If the economy either gets worse or doesn't get better, things can get pretty bad pretty quick. So just remember that. We talk about it all the time. So just be cautious. The economy is in a very bad state. And if we go into a serious recession or a depression, you have to understand that Bitcoin might react differently in this bear market than it has in the past, because every previous Bitcoin bear market has been in a macroeconomic bull run. So this would be if we go into a serious recession or a depression. I mean, we're in a recession, in my opinion. I don't think they've said it yet. I don't know how. But if we go into a severe depression, guys, you have to understand that. Actually, Kelly Kellum talks about this all the time. This is something that we actually agree on. Well, I mean, we agree on a lot of things. I don't know. I made it seem like it was the only thing we agreed on. But we were talking about this recently. He put a tweet out that I actually retweeted if you guys saw it, because it's very true, right? We could be setting up in a bullish patterns here, but obviously, if the macro goes to to the trash, then obviously Bitcoin is going to react most likely in a very, very serious way, right? But in general, I'm relaying the information on the charts, but just obviously shout out to whoever said that. Again, I couldn't pronounce your name, but thank you for pointing that out because that is important to realize. But your 4 day technically is setting up in a pretty good pattern here. Confirmed green dot with your VWAP coming up in a healthy manner, in my opinion. Your 3 day telling a very similar story here. Same setup here on your 3 day. So it's just on all these higher daily time frames. And then your VWAPs look pretty healthy, guys. Your VWAPs do look pretty healthy. Daily, then you come down to your daily, and now your VWAP on your daily is starting to cool off here. So take that for what it's worth. Money flow is still generally coming up. Not the best looking money flow I've ever seen. But it is generally coming up, so it's not a horrible sign. Now, these are the two things that are happening right now that could be potentially bullish. But as always, there's a little bit of a catch. You do have your money flow on your 16-hour crossing over into the green. Now, this is typically a very, very bullish signal. However, you want to be careful to make sure that something like this is not going to happen, where you just pop up into the green and then get wrecked to the downside back into some bigger red waves. We talk about this all the time on the channel. Again, you're in a bear market, so you want to be careful, getting in on, you don't just want to FOMO in on this crossover, because you could totally get tricked to the downside and then you get ripped out and totally destroyed. So just be careful. We're in a bear market. So, just be very careful. But we are getting that crossover, but you are printing that red dot, right? So you got a little bit of conflicting information there. But with the green, if is this confirmed? Yeah. So if this comes up higher into the green, could be a good sign. That red dot might just bring us down a little bit. But again, money flow crossover on the 16-hour, pretty bullish sign. Same thing happening. Shout out to Tony. Thank you. Guy says he's not going to super chat. Has already sent 3 super chats about 20 minutes into the stream. Shout out to you, man, though. I love you, bro. Yeah, so 12-hour as well. You do have that money flow crossover into the green, but you are printing that red dot, kind of giving you a little bit of mixed signals there as well. You're getting real close to printing that red dot here. So shout out to Julio saying feed Frankie. But yeah, so you do have a little bit mixed signals there, but as you guys know, as these VWAPs come down, typically it's just an ebb and a flow in the market and not always indicative of a giant move. So you could see here, right, we came up and then we got a little move down off of this red dot before continuing higher. So potentially you could see something like this happen where the money flow is crossing into the green, but that red dot brings you down a little bit. And then if that green wave continues up into the green over that 0 line, you could get that continuation to the upside. So it is setting up pretty good there. That is 2 good signs. So 12-hour, 16-hour money flow crossovers into the green, looking pretty decent. And then that 2 through the 6-day is looking pretty good as well. Again, with those bullish divergences. Also, your weekly telling a similar story here, printing that green dot with your momentum coming up as your price is making lower lows. Again, a very, very good setup to get a move to the upside. Shout out to Jimmy Two Shoes. Jimmy, guess what I got today, bro? I got my black coffee. Jimmy. Shout out to you, brother. Salud, my paisan. Thank you for being here, bro. We love when you're in here. And we got the black coffee. I broke it out for you, Jimmy. Let's go. Jimmy Two Shoes. Jimmy Void with the Bronx Bitcoin Bulls. How's Dom doing? How's Dom the bricklayer? We miss him. Tell him we said hi. Is he in here? Maybe he is. But yeah, guys, weekly. So things are not looking too bad. Now on the weekly, one thing I will say is the money flow still kind of looks like garbage. And I'm going to show you how this is actually looking really similar to the stock market or the S&P, right? So we'll look at the S&P, and the S&P's kind of doing something similar where you have bullish divergences forming. However, your money flow still looks like garbage. We've looked at this for the past few days. You have the money flow crossover into the red, but you're getting the bullish divergences. So things are tricky out there, guys. Bear markets are hard to navigate. So, but hopefully I'm able to clear some things up for you. But again, so the weekly through the higher daily time frames look pretty good. Your 16 and 12-hour money flow does look pretty good, as well as your money flow on your daily time frames. And then again, your VWAP on your daily coming down, indicative of a cool off approaching, right? And then 8-hour looking to tried to cross over into the green, and now we're crossing back into the red, but that could easily come back up into the green once that VWAP rolls back over to the upside. Coming over to our 4-hour. Now, this is kind of where I want to start talking about what we were looking at yesterday, guys, because we were looking at some stuff yesterday, and I made some bold claims, or not bold claims, but we were looking at some stuff that would potentially be, sorry, I just wanted to bring my TA back there. But we were, oh God, we'll see what happens here, guys. But we were looking at a few things yesterday that actually wound up happening almost to a T. Now, you can't always call these things so accurately, but we were able to call it last night. Now, it didn't play out exactly as we expected, but it was pretty close. And I just want to go over that because although it didn't happen exactly as we were looking for, we didn't come up to the prices that I was hoping for, but we did pull something very similar. And that you guys will know is the bearish divergence on the 4-hour. Now, this is we're going to talk about that in a second, but I do just want to point this out. I want to can we pull up the Discord? Give me 1 second, guys. Because I did update the Discord. Come on. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. So in the Discord, let me just pull it up for you guys. Last night, I just want to go over this because it was very interesting. And if you guys are not in the free Discord, make sure you get in there, guys, because we're putting the free sauce in there constantly. But here we go, right? So I came in there. I had a hard time explaining this. But basically, I said, so right now we are printing a green dot on the 4-hour. If you saw tonight's live stream, at the end, we were talking about having the VWAPs on the 2 and the 8-hour flip to the upside and print green dots. Now, if you guys do remember, you will know that we were talking about the VWAP flop, right? When the VWAP pops over that zero line to the upside and then just kind of limps over. We call that the VWAP flop. But then in the opposite direction, you can have the VWAP flip, where the VWAP comes below that zero line and then just rips right back to the upside. And that's what we were looking for yesterday on the 8 and what was it? It was the 8 and the 2 hour, right? So we had our 2 hour printing a red dot. Now this was more on the bearish side. I think it was it right here or was it back here? It was right here. So this is what we were printing a red dot right here. And I was saying, this is our one bearish thing, right? Everything else looked like we wanted to get another little leg up to the upside, but this red dot was in the way. But I was saying, be careful, because that VWAP looked like right here. You could see it. Let me make it bigger. This VWAP right here was coming down and looking like it wanted to flip right back to the upside. And I was saying, if we could get that red dot to get that VWAP flip right back to the upside and invalidate the red dot with an immediate green dot, we could get another move to the upside. So we got that VWAP flip to happen, as we talked about on the stream. And if you come over to the 8 hour, you will see we actually had something similar happen. We were looking for something very similar, right? We were looking for that VWAP flip. However, we never actually crossed over the zero line, but we did get the support and basically did the exact thing as a VWAP flip, but we just never crossed that zero line. So we did get that extra little bounce, and we did get that second little move to the upside. Now, one of the levels that I was looking for potentially is if we got that big move up to potentially come up and test these levels at about 20,800. We had two levels, right? One was the top of this gold box at about 20,400 for that next leg up. And then that next target was going to be at about 20,800. And we were talking about if we could get price to come up to this level, it would be setting us up for some nice bearish divergences, which was what I was saying I was waiting for to potentially look for some short trade. And I'm going over this, guys, because I want you to see what I see, right? So you get that. We got those VWAP flips just like we were looking for. And we got that second rip up, but we only wicked out of this box just a little bit. We didn't come exactly up to our target, but you can see, as we were expecting, we got that second leg up, and our momentum wave came up for a lower high. Putting in your momentum coming to the downside, putting in that lower high on momentum. And granted, this is not exactly, I don't know, I wouldn't really consider this a true bearish divergence. So you're from this candle to this candle. I mean, technically, I guess it is. So we did get that bear div. It just wasn't as extreme up to this price level as I would have wished for. That would have been nicer, but we did get that move up, and we did create that lower high on the momentum wave. And if you did take that short, it would have played out beautifully. So grab our short position, right? You put in your lower high. Let's say you confirm the red dot, and you get in on that candle somewhere. You could put your stop loss maybe above this resistance level. And then, obviously your profit target is going to be dependent on what you're looking for and your risk tolerance. But you could have brought this thing all the way down for about a 2% move, which is not too bad, and it may not be over. And we're going to take a look at that right now. But guys, this is basically what we were looking for. We just didn't come up to our exact price target, which is totally fine. You're never going to be able to predict exactly where price is going to go. But as long as you know, if you put in that bear div at key resistance and you get that bearish divergence, and then you come down to your lower time frames, like your 15-minute, and you see right here this vertical line I just marked, we were right about here. You could see your money flow coming out, and that is a good confirmation to get a move to the downside. And you also had bear divs printing on your 15-minute here as well to ride down like this. Guys, these scalp trades are all over the place on the lower time frames, even though we are moving sideways. So I just wanted to point that out because it was almost exactly what we were looking for. But instead of getting that second pump just up to this level and then, putting in the bear divs and shorting that, we were hoping for a higher move up to here, which would have made for a nicer bear div and a potentially better move down. However, you guys could see from that stream yesterday. Hey, Trey, what's going on? Frankie, what's up, my paisan? I hope you're having a fantastic day. You too, Trey. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. But you guys will know that, we were about here yesterday before we were printing that red dot. We were probably right about here. Let me just mark that. We were probably right about here. And like I said, that's what we were looking for, was that lower high in your momentum wave with your higher high on price. We got it. Could have totally made some trades off of that. So shout out to the Candle Mafia. Anybody who was in that stream last night and saw that happen, I was super happy that we got it because now you guys can kind of see how I plan for my next trades. So I didn't see this happening this morning. Granted, this is okay. If you see this stuff happening live, you could take these shorts, but it's always good to have that plan so you know your key levels that you're looking for and you know what confirmations you're looking for, and you could take the confident trades that are most probable to play out. Tom Crown in the chat. What is going on, Tom? Shout out to Tom Crown, guys. Thank you so much for being here, Tom. I appreciate you. Guys, if you missed my stream with Tom Crown last night, definitely go back and watch last night's stream. It was packed full of sauce. Tom Crown was showing some really, really cool potential bottom indicators, ones that I actually have not seen anyone look at before. He was using the MACD. Super, super interesting stuff. Go check out his YouTube channel. He is awesome. Hyping up my boy Frankie. Let's go. I just got another burst of energy, Tom, so you're doing your job. You did your job there. That was definitely hyping me up. Shout out to Tom, guys. Again, Rob or Tony or one of the mods, or I guess Tom, go ahead and throw that link. Guys, go follow Tom Crown. He is the man. And yeah, smash that like button. Don't forget, smash that like button, guys. We will be spinning that wheel of pain and pleasure for some free giveaways. The more likes, every 100 likes, you guys got to spin on that wheel. So I just wanted to break that down, what we were looking for yesterday, seeing it happen, just to kind of show you guys the thoughts behind where I look for my trades and what I'm looking for. But continuing on here, guys, that is starting to play out. We got a bunch of purple candles, obviously, to be expected. And then just want to look at these lower time frames, and then I'm going to break down what levels I'm looking at to either remain bullish or start becoming more bearish. And let's see, our 10-hour money flow is in the red. Our 12-minute is starting to come back up. And our 15-minute is somewhat flat here, but getting pretty oversold over here on the 15-minute. But real quick, guys, I do just want to break down some levels. Also, we do have a low volume gap in between these levels. So again, if we did come up here and we were able to break through here, it could have been a very quick move up to our next target, which is right here. And if we continue to the upside, this will remain a price target for a potential continued move to the upside. 2 minute, a 2 million BNB hat. Oh, baby. Guys, we're going to take a look at BNB. Shout out to Tom. Thank you for pointing that out, man. The chart went train wreck. All right, guys, hang on. Breaking news coming in from Tom Crown. Let's go ahead and check it. Let's go to the KuCoin chart. Oh, my God. Oh, no. No, that is oh boy. No bearish divergence there to call that one, guys. That's just trade. Shout out to Tom Crown. Train wreck is right. I did not see this. Whoa, what was that? That was a woohoo. I mean, we'll just pull it from here. Yikes. That is a quick 5% move. Dang. Okay. Well, yeah, breaking news, guys. You know what I find so interesting though? Let me pull up the VPVR real quick, guys, because I find this very interesting. Let's see. Okay. I guess. I don't know, guys. Like, little bit of a volume gap there, right? I don't know how that works with a hack. But we come down. I just want to point something out here, right? You get that straight move down here. Straight move down here. Isn't that kind of strange? Like, that's off a hack. But it's just respecting a volume gap. If you were looking at this volume gap, you could have potentially just traded that chart. So interesting. So interesting. Thank you so much for pointing that out, Tom. I appreciate that. Super epic dump on BNB. We'll come back when we look at the altcoins, we'll come back and do a little more analysis on this, but absolutely insane. Getting wrecked. Oh boy, Bitcoin coming down too. Okay. So let's continue on here, guys. Before all of this analysis invalidated and price moves faster than we can talk. Let's go ahead and take a look here because I want to talk about some levels that I'm watching and some important levels. Now, I do want you guys to remember our volume profile, right? We have our value area low at 18,825, our POC at 19,771, and we also have our value area high all the way up here at almost $22,000, about 21,922. Now, if we come down, now the next place I am looking for a bounce is going to be that high volume node or that point of control at 19,771. This kind of remains that level because you guys know as long as you are above the POC and the POC is acting as support, you are, as long as you are above that support, you are I remain bullish for the most part, because this indicates as long as you get a bounce here and it holds as support, it is showing that the bulls are still in control, and you could expect to work your way up towards that value area high level, which right now is very far away. But as long as you're above that POC, you can expect price to potentially move higher. So if we lose this, I wouldn't even say just the POC, but if we lose this golden box, right? So we come down to the POC, we start bouncing around, right? We put in some lower highs. Maybe you form something like a descending triangle, and then you break through this level, right? Come through below this golden box. This is where I start to worry a little bit about the continuation of this pump. But you do have your spider line coming in at about 19.5, which is going to be another level, right? So if we lose that POC, hoping for a quick bounce off of that spider line at about 19.5, and then I would still potentially remain bullish, right? So if we lose this spider line, that's where I really start to go like, okay, maybe the pump is over. But, if we slip this POC, we could potentially hit that spider line and get that move back in. As you guys know, we have had this spider line down here below our value area low save our butt a couple of times, right? We lose that level, and then that spider line saves us. We lose the level, spider line saves us, spider line saves us, spider line saves us, it saves us, right? So hopefully we can get something like that to happen. So that's why I'm not just completely losing my bullish sentiment if we lose that this POC, because we could easily bounce off that spider line and hop right back over it. But that is the general area. If we lose these levels, that's where I start to expect, because you guys know, if you decisively lose that POC and bearishly retest, let's say you bearishly retest, you wreck that spider line, and you start working your way and you start hanging out below the POC, you are expecting to move your way down towards that value area low, which is coming at 18,825. This is why we love volume profiles. It's been able to help us predict every single price movement that we've called so far, right? And most of it is thanks to the volume profiles. I'm not keeping any secrets from you guys. I don't hide my secret crystal ball. I share it with you guys because I'm here to help you, not keep you a slave to my channel. Those are basically the levels I'm looking for. And then again, obviously, if you get below that POC, it's expected to come back down to that value area low at 18,825. And you want to remember, it's probably a range, right? So, but 18,825, that remains our most important level of support. And then that spider line underneath. But as of right now, until we lose that POC, until we lose that spider line, I will potentially expect some higher prices. And that's basically what I'm watching. But 1 hour money flow crossover into the red, that is a little bit more bearish. And you can see here, granted, we did not it wasn't the most exaggerated bearish divergence on the 4 hour, but if you come down to that 1 hour, you did have a little bit more of a clear bear div with that higher high here up against your key resistance. And then you also had your momentum waves, obviously working their way down. Textbook bear div, boom. Guys, divergences and volume profiles mixed with Lux Algo and Market Cipher is a killer combination. And bear div, you see the lower highs, the higher highs, that open alligator mouth that we talk about all the time, just puking out those purple candles. And once again, you get the beautiful move and would have wrote it down for about 2.5%. So not too bad. So here is, hey, what's going on, JD? Shout out to JD. Thank you for being here, bro. But that's what I'm looking at here for Bitcoin, guys. Again, money flow crossover into the red would be your bearish case. That would be your bearish case. But again, watching the key level of that POC and this spider line at about 19.5 to potentially remain bullish. Now let's pull up our VPVR, because I do just want to see if we are getting any other levels that could potentially give us some support. Come over to a little bit of a higher time frame. Let's see. So your VAL is here. Let's see. 19,000, that even level might give you some psychological support. So that could be another level to watch. But 18,825, that's pretty close to 19K. That's where the value area low is. That's the actual level I'm watching. But you might get caught up a little bit on some of those other levels. But for the most part, guys, those are the key levels I'm watching. And not only the levels I'm watching, but there's the context to why I'm watching those levels. And if this level breaks, I expect this, right? So I like to give you guys a little bit of insight. I'm not just watching random levels of support and resistance and praying. we know that POC is an important level, right? It's not just a random level. So there you go, guys. Those are the levels I'm watching. That's kind of what I'm expecting, hoping those higher daily time frames and these higher time frames can start to hold up. Hopefully, money flow coming out on that 4 hour. Hopefully, this VWAP can come up and bring us back into the green. But again, it's the levels that I'm watching to remain bullish or bearish. So there you go. There's the levels. There's what I'm expecting, guys. Now let's go over and take a look at the SPY and the DXY before jumping into the altcoins. Now, as you can see, coming over to the weekly time frame, guys, we do have some stuff going on here. So this is kind of what I was talking about before, like how Bitcoin is forming those bullish divergences. However, money flow was coming out, right? Money flow was kind of looking like garbage. But on the SPY, we do have our lower lows forming at key support, which would be a bullish setup with your momentum coming to the upside. So we're getting a bullish divergence on the weekly, on the SPY as well, but not exactly the same as Bitcoin. But on Bitcoin, we're in the red, and now money flow is coming back out. And on the SPY, this money flow looks like garbage too. You have the money flow crossover into the red. Again, just to kind of compare here, come over to our weekly Bitcoin chart. Now, Bitcoin is already in the red, but we're coming out harshly. So that's kind of a similar story being told on the SPY, except we're just getting the money flow crossover into the red right now. This is weekly is like very bullish, but also looking really bearish. Kind of a mixed bag there. But let's move down to our lower time frames and see if we can kind of get anything else here. Obviously, the higher daily time frames are looking similar to Bitcoin, with your money flow is still coming out, but you are putting in a potential bull div here. It's not printing, but probably will start printing here soon. And then let's come over to our 4 hour money flow, generally coming up, but your VWAP is coming down. So hopefully tomorrow we'll see what happens with the job report. If we are at, it's nice that we've found support, got a nice bounce, and we are now starting to find some support here on this support level at about 374. Which is, 372, which was our next level we were hoping to break above and flip to support. As of right now, it's looking like we could potentially, we are potentially finding some support. However, you could see your VWAP coming down on the 4 hour. And, tomorrow, if we get bad news, things could get ugly pretty quickly here. But as of right now, it's nice to see us above that level of resistance and potentially trying to flip it to support. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that divergence on the weekly with the gross money flow. Nice, hoping to hold this level tomorrow. But again, I will say if we get slightly bad news tomorrow, we are somewhat set up to get a rip to the downside because our 4 hour is just looking to print a red dot. So as soon as we open tomorrow, we could potentially print that red dot. And then if the news is bad, could come down just a little bit. So there is the SPY. Let's take a look at the DXY and try to get a little bit more insight here. Obviously, you guys will know that we've been watching a couple of levels here on the DXY on the way down. We were looking at this level at about 110.77. This was where I was looking to potentially find a bounce for the DXY and start looking for some bearish setups on Bitcoin. However, we smashed right through that level as the DXY came down. However, now we came back up and we flipped it to support, and now we're coming higher, back above this resistance level of about a 111.62. So I will lean a little bit more bearish on the DXY. Granted, it could just be a bounce on the way to the downside. We could just come down here, get this little bounce for a lower high. Before continuing back down to the downside. But as of right now, hopping up here, flipping this to support, breaking through this level, potentially flipping that to support, could be a pretty bearish look for Bitcoin if we see the DXY continue to hang support and continue up. But yeah, we flipped almost that level that we had almost to the dollar there. Not the best sign. I was expecting more of an instant bounce off like that, but it tricked us, right? We lost that level, was looking bullish, and then boom, boom, caught that support and came back up. So obviously, guys, be very careful going into tomorrow if you're trading with that jobs report coming out. That dang DXY, spiritual misfit, absolutely. Oh God. But there you go. Shout out to G-Man. Thank you for being here, man. I do appreciate you. That's kind of what we're looking at here for the DXY, guys. Looking at money flow, your 4 hour, you were in the red, back in the green, but I do think it's likely that you could roll back over and come back into the red here. Let's go ahead and look at the daily. Your daily money flow is starting to flatten out here, but it is generally coming down. But your VWAP is coming up. Very interesting. Your 2-hour VWAP is coming down. So, yeah, we'll have to see. I would like to see us not, it's not the most bullish thing for Bitcoin that we hopped over this support or resistance, flipped it to support, and then broke this next resistance. Definitely not the best look for Bitcoin. That dang DXY is going to haunt us until our last day. Shout out to all 705 people in here, guys. I do appreciate you guys so much for being here and spending your time here with the Candle Mafia. I hope you guys are learning something. At Frankie, what would be bad news? We have the jobs report coming out tomorrow, which if it comes out worse than we think, if it comes out bad, it could absolutely give us a big move to the downside. So we're going to be a little bit reliant on that news. So again, just be very careful. Let's see. Non-farm payrolls create alert, plus unemployment rates create alert. Scares me. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Levayu Capitiano. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, man. I do apologize. But shout out to Cisco Kid, says like the smash, guys. Let's go. Shout out to you guys. 695 people in here, guys. We're going for 450 likes today. We do have a shorter stream tonight. I think we can get 450. So right now, before we move on to those altcoins, guys, go ahead and smash that like button. When we hit 320 likes, we will start looking at the altcoins. And then when we hit 450 likes, we'll spin that wheel 10 times for you guys. And while you guys are smashing that like button, I'm just going to go ahead and suck down about a gallon of water here. So just give me 1 second. I am dying of thirst. Shout out to Crypto Pollo, or Bitcoin Chicken, as we call him on this channel, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What's up with the XDC chart? We can check it out. Guys, if you want me to take a look at your altcoins, go ahead and throw them in chat. The mods will make a list, and we will run down that list and try to get a few of them out of the way before we hop over to Debate Crypto. But again, smash that like button, and let's get it to 320 and start looking at these altcoins. Let's see. Frankie, please say my name if you can see me. Oh, God. I got you. Oh, God. I got you. I'm going to do this. I hope you're not trolling me, because I do see your name does include a bad word in it, but I don't know. Let's see. All right. Parikshit Patel. That's what I'm calling it. Parikshit Patel. Shout out to you. Let me know if I butchered that or not. Shout out to Burger Man with the $5 super chat saying, what do you do when you see time frames that are conflicting with each other? Burger Man, that is an amazing question, and I get that question all the time. Ada, I see you guys. Hashtag show ETH. Yeah, we'll show ETH right now in just a second here. Burger Man, great question. I'm probably going to come out with a pre-recorded tutorial or video kind of explaining how I deal with these things. It's one of the most common questions I get. You could have money flow. One time frame could look super, super bullish, and then another time frame can look super bearish. I think it really comes down to knowing the context of each time frame, if that makes sense. If you have really bullish longer time frames and really bearish lower time frames, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because those higher time frames take time to play out. So right now, the higher time frames look bullish. But if those lower time frames are looking bearish, it could indicate you're going to get a short-term pullback before those higher time frames play out. But it's a very long-winded answer, and there's a lot of different nuances to it, and it depends on what the conflicting information is. So I think I'm going to make a video that just kind of breaks down all the different things all the different conflicting signals you can get on different time frames, and then what it means in each different case. So shout out to Burger Man. I do appreciate you asking that question, because that's a very, very popular question. And we'll try to go into it a little bit here and there on the lives. But again, I will be going into it on a pre-recorded video. Ultimo Maya, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat, man. I like it. The trumpet player. And maybe the next one could be a flute. To match our intro music. And then shout out to Parikshit. Parikshit Patel says, you got that right, Frankie. Much love, brother. Love the energy as always. Thank you so much for being here. Can we call you Mr. Patel? Shout out to Mr. Patel. Let's go. All right, guys. So let's go ahead. 302 likes, guys. That's not 320, but we'll go ahead and take a look at Ethereum anyway. Go Going for that 420 likes, guys. Get us those 10 spins on that wheel so you guys can win. I don't know. Maybe we'll give away. We're going to give away a lot of stuff this week. Maybe some NFTs, maybe some ledgers, maybe some hats. I don't know. We'll give away something cool, though, for sure. And then let's see. Do you jump into, I don't know. Okay, XRP. Let's see. All right, I got you. Shout out to Cass. What is going on, man? Kevin Span, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Do you have jump into XAU USD charts? Goat Frankie, shout out to Madi D. We could check that out for you. Hey Frankie, let's see what alt you're bullish on in the short term. Much love. Yes, we will do that. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Derek. I will show you guys some stuff I'm bullish on right now, but let's take a look at Ethereum real quick. Oh man, I really wish I remembered what we were talking about here, but I don't. I wish I could come up here and be like, guys, I told you this was going to happen, and look at that, it hit our target exactly, and it did, but I don't remember what we were saying. Who knows? So I can't claim credit for that, but maybe one of you guys remember. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, taking a look here, we have some interesting stuff going on with Ethereum here. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go all the way to the weekly and work our way down. And oh boy, guys, I got to take this sweatshirt off. Cue the sexy music, guys. Frankie Candle's about to strip. Let's go. It's about a negative. I almost said negative 102 degrees, guys. It's a crispy 650 degrees Fahrenheit in the Frankie Candle studio. So sometimes you just got to go ahead and take it all off. Oh God. Woo. All right, here we go, boys. Let's go. Oh God, that is so much better. All right, let's do it. So for Ethereum, guys, setting up in a similar situation here for Ethereum as Bitcoin. However, not looking as bullish, only for the fact that we're not putting in lower lows here, right? We're not putting the lower lows in with our higher lows on momentum, which would be a bullish divergence. However, that is not the case with Ethereum like it is on Bitcoin. However, momentum is coming to the upside, so you can't hate on that. Green dot potentially about to print here very, very soon. We're going to print another weekly candle in about 3 days. But let's work our way down here. Same thing, momentum coming up, but money flow looking kind of gross. 4-day money flow still looking kind of gross, but you're about to print that green dot. No bull div, but momentum is coming to the upside. All these time frames basically look very similar. Green dot printing on the 3-day. And then money flow crossover on the 2-day. I actually didn't see this. But this is this is a pretty good sign. But again, you want to be careful. As we were talking about with the other money flow on Bitcoin, you want to be careful. I can't find a good example here, but sometimes, sometimes you get something like this where you come up and then you come right back down into the red, and you get a little pump and a dump, as you can see right there. And I meant a pump and a dump. Pump, dump. I'm not going to zoom in on it. It's not really relevant. But you just want to make sure that you're not going to just go ahead and come up and then rip back to the downside. But right now, that would be a generally bullish setup here. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you for the super chat, man. Says, watch Frankie on Debate Crypto, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you. And then Parikshit Patel, shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate you. But let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. So money flow crossover on the 2-day, that would be more bullish. You just want to be careful. You want to remember we are in a bear market. Daily, see the daily money flow. This is where, maybe we get a fake out to the upside on the 2-day, right? So maybe your 2-day gets into the green for a minute before coming back into the red, and then you finally get your crossover on the daily. But the money flow on Ethereum, guys, has been in the green here, about to fall into the red forever. This might be the longest we've ever. Well, I guess not really, but 62 days, guys. This has been in the green, and basically since like here. So it's basically been coming down for about. I don't know why it's not giving me measurement there. That's interesting. Okay, I don't know why that's happening, but we cannot get this thing to come into the red. But again, maybe that 2-day. This is kind of what's making me feel a little more bearish. Maybe that 2-day is a fake out to the green, into the green, before getting a rollover into the red, and then your daily will finally cross over into the red. But money flow technically coming back up a tiny bit there on the daily time frame. But again, I am a little bit more bearish on Ethereum than I am Bitcoin. You're not getting that 12 and 16-hour money flow crossover into the green on Ethereum like you are on Bitcoin. You're not getting the bullish divergences like you are on Bitcoin. So just not looking as good for Ethereum. But again, with the momentum coming up on the higher time frames, also doesn't look horrible. But let's see, bearish divergence here on your 4-hour. This is not what, this is a much more clear bearish divergence than we got on Bitcoin. You can see that right there, your lower highs and your higher lows. And then, obviously that is starting to play out. Let's work our way down here. Your 1 hour, you did get the bear div as well. Money flow crossover into the red, very similar to Bitcoin. What's our 4-hour money flow coming out, right? That is a more bearish sign. Lower time frames, all in the red for the most part. Your 30-minute money flow crossover into the red. Yikes. Looking at that 6-hour red dot, 8-hour red dot, potentially looking to form here. Not the best look here for Ethereum. And again, going to be very dependent on that news tomorrow. If it comes out, no bueno. Could see some downsides for both Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my own personal opinion. Let's see. I tried it with butter, and everything changed. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto. Patel it is. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP and then move on to some more of these alts. Let's see. XRP coming in at 49 cents. Let's go ahead and see here. Let's come to the higher time frames. Let's look at the weekly on XRP here, see what we got. Yeah, so weekly looking a little different, right? Weekly looking to print a red dot, whereas Bitcoin, you're printing a green dot. VWAP looking to cross over, print a red dot here on the weekly time frame. Your 6-day looking to print red dots. I could almost guarantee you that 3 days got a red dot. Oh, so close. Your 2-day has a confirmed red dot. Guys, the 2-day on XRP. You guys wanted to see something I am a little bit bullish on. Now, I'm not saying this thing's going to go to the moon right now. However, let me get rid of some of these lines so we could see a little bit better here, guys. But here we go. Up against important resistance right now. As you guys know, we've talked about these levels many and many times. Shout out to the XRP army. Show your face in the chat if you're in the XRP army. Got a little hate on the morning stream for saying I was an XRP guy. Dang, I thought the XRP army was going to be on my side. But yeah, guys, let me see the XRP army showing your faces in chat. Let's go. Shout out to the XRP army. But looking here, guys, we are looking to print a green dot here pretty soon on that 2-day, potentially get our next candle in about 1 day and 2 hours. And if we do confirm that, guys, we do have a money flow crossover on that 2-day as well. Could be setting up for a decent move to the upside. Now, where are we going if we get that move? Again, looking at this daily money flow starting to come up, doesn't look too bad. Let's pull up our VPVR and take a look here. Obviously, we're up against important resistance here, right? This level here at about 49, almost 50 cents exactly. We are up against a very, very important level because you know what we got right above this level. Last time we broke it, we got a teleportation. Excuse me. After we broke this level last time, we got an absolute teleportation to about 55 cents. And the reason for that is because of the volume gap above this level. As soon as you break this line at about 50 cents, you can see the volume gap right here on that VPVR, and you could circle it like this and see, well, I guess it would more be probably the top of this box. Rough lines here, but you can see once you break past this last little chunk of volume, you do get quick moves right up to the next level, which does come in at about 55 cents, between 55 and 58 cents. So if we could get that confirmed green, if we can get that green dot to print and confirm on the 2-day, that could be the thing we need to get that potential move back up to this level between 55 and 58 cents, in which case we do have a decent bit of resistance there. But then if we break this level at about, if we can get up to 62 cents and break that, we might get a quick move to about 70 cents. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here just yet. But not looking too bad here on XRP. Your 12-hour money flow is coming up. Your 16-hour money flow is coming up. VWAPs are coming down, but again, those are the ebbs and flows of the market. Doesn't mean that we're absolutely going to blast down to zero. More indicative of a cool-off. It's really those money flow crossovers into the red that get me a little bit concerned. Your 4-hour looking to come up and print a green dot here soon as well. Money flow crossover on the 4-hour as well. So again, guys, XRP not looking too shabby right now. Let's look at these lower time frames. Money flow crossover into the red on the 10-minute. Your 12-minute is crossing over into the red. Your 15-minute getting pretty close. So money flow coming out on those lower time frames, but I would be looking for, you could get rejected at this zero line just a little bit, but I would be waiting for that green dot to print here on the 4-hour before going all the way down to these lower time frames and checking for our bullish confirmations to potentially get that start of a move to the upside. So XRP, not looking too bad, guys. If we don't get any horrific news, things are kind of set up to go. I've been saying this for a couple of days. Now, there's no promises that we're absolutely just going to rip to the upside because we think it looks good. But if things don't look like, if we don't get any crazy bad news or nothing really bad with the economy or any worldly events happen that are black swans, the charts are set up to potentially start forming or to potentially start shifting the momentum to the upside. Let's see. Shout out to MGCB. Frankie looks like he's been lifting. I'd take him in a foot race over TC. shout out to MGCB. Yeah, baby. We're flexing the traps out here. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Unforgettable Name says you only got hate because there's some toxic people in the morning stream. Don't take it to heart. Shout out to Unforgettable Name. Hey, I'll never forget your name, man. I appreciate you for being in here all the time. Dave Hagen, what is going on? Thank you so much. On Cypher B, can a bullish divergence also be a lower wave low with green dot, but a higher wave on price action? Not seeing this happening somewhere at the moment. Just wondering. On Cypher B, can a bullish divergence also be a lower wave? Dave, I apologize, man. I don't fully understand the question. I don't understand the question completely. I don't want to give you the wrong answer. You do have hidden bullish divergences. Here, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Divergence cheat sheet. I do believe this is already in the Discord potentially. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pull this up real quick. I don't even know where. I just went to Twitter. I don't know why this is Twitter, but here you go. Let me just pull this up real quick. I'll put this in the Discord. I actually think it is already in the Discord. But let me just show this to you guys real quick. So if you look here, this is just like a little cheat sheet. I'm going to throw it in the Discord. It tells you different divergences, right? You have regular bearish and bullish divergences. You have hidden divergences, bearish and bullish, obviously. And then you have exaggerated divergences, obviously bearish and bullish as well. And this is a little bit of a cheat sheet to kind of help you, remember what is what. So I'm going to throw this in there. So if you have any questions about divergences, you can just check this. You could print this out, hang it up on your wall next to your computer, so you never have to worry about trying to figure out what is what. But the reason I bring it up is because if you have a hidden bullish divergence, which might be what you're talking about, if I'm understanding correctly, again, I don't want to give you the wrong answer if that's not what you mean. But if you're seeing something like this, where your momentum wave makes a low and a lower low, and price is making a low and a higher low, that is what you call a hidden bullish divergence, which would play out the same as a regular bullish divergence, but it just doesn't show up in the same form. So there you go. I hope that answers your question. Again, didn't fully understand it, but I hope it was able to help you out. Let's see. How long would you give a divergence to play out for each time frame? Kryptonate, good question, but it's hard to answer, right? There really is no set time or amount of candles that a divergence will play out on. But I'm not going to tease anything too much because it's not set in stone yet here, guys. So I'm going to be very vague. But we got a lot of really exciting things in the works that might be able to help you, estimate. I might soon have a way, maybe a strategy, maybe a form of TA or something like that. That could help you kind of know when your divergence might be getting a little bit played out. But here you go. You know what you can do? I will show you this. Let me go ahead and pull up Lux Algo real quick. Because this is really good. This is kind of how you can gauge it, right? Because it's not a time span, right? It's not like on the 15-minute a bearish divergence plays out for an hour. That's not really how it works. But I will show you a really good way to do this. Now, this is going to be with Lux Algo, and unfortunately, this is a paid indicator. Granted, they do have tons of payment options and a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you use our link in the description down below, you can save 20%. Tony D worked out that deal for the Candle Mafia. But I just want to show you guys something because here's a way that you could do it if you do have Lux Algo. And a way you could do it is, I'm not going to find an actual example. Oh, actually, I will right here. Okay. So here you go. So right here, you can see, let me go ahead and hide this. You can see right here, you have a high and a higher high with a high and a lower high. This is a bearish divergence here on Bitcoin. And boom, you absolutely came to the downside. Also, that sell signal called it exactly as well. Shout out to Lux Algo. Shout out to Sean from Lux. Oh, there you go. Rob putting that discount code in there for anybody who wants to try it out. Again, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And it has so much stuff in this. In their indicator suite has so many overlays and different things. Just to show you guys some of them, you got a Neo Cloud. You have reversal zones. You have all these different overlays that you can use. They pop up all of your chart. You can mix and match and use what works for you and ignore what doesn't work for you. But the reason I bring this up is because you asked, how do you know how long the divergence is going to play out for? And again, it has nothing to do with time. But one way that this indicator can really help you exit on time is you obviously you'll get into your short here. You see the bear div. It confirms. Maybe you get in on, one of these candles up here. You ride it down. Now, if you see this little X right here, this little red X is actually a take profit signal. So as you ride this down, you get that little red X indicating like, hey, might get a little bounce here. Might be a good time to take some profits off the table or close your whole position. Let's say you close out 30%, 40% of your trade, or 20%, whatever it is. And then you could see you did start to move sideways. You had some indecision in the market, could have gone up, but you wound up coming down again. You rode it down, and then you came down again, and you get another take profit signal here. So, again, we're going to have probably another way to help you guys kind of gauge how long a divergence will play out for. But if you do have Lux Algo, you can use these take profit signals to potentially exit your trades. And if you took 40% out here and closed the whole thing out here, you would have been pretty good, right? Because you came up after that. So, super, super useful. One of my favorite things on Lux Algo. And again, if you want to sign up, they have 30-day money-back guarantee. They have monthly subscription, lifetime subscription, yearly subscription. I think they might have a quarterly. I'm not 100% sure. And a 30-day money-back guarantee. And a 20% discount for the Candle Mafia. You can't go wrong. And you'll help support the channel as well. But that's a good way to kind of gauge it. I literally don't bring that up to shill our Lux Algo link. It's a legitimately useful way to gauge how long your divergence will play out for. So there you go. I was a little long-winded. Hopefully that helps you out, man. I forget who even asked the question, but try to let me know if it helps you. Let's see. She did dive to avoid the camera. FC Algo Cypher. Let's go. Shout out to Dave Digital. Absolutely. Frankie is the best TA on the interwebs. Shout out to Bobby Crypto Granny. I do appreciate you so much for saying that. But guys, let's continue here. Let's take a look at some more of these alts. Again, XRP not looking too bad right now. But let's see what else we got. We need to stop right now. Crypto Billy said stop right now. Smack that like button, guys. Going for 450. We're creeping up towards that mark. Smash that like button. Get us to 450 so we can spin that wheel. Let me give my money away to you guys. Please let me give you my money. Let's see. You heard it all in long. Frankie said it. Oh, God. Bubba's Crypto. Starting a tidal wave here. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What do we got? You should chat about degen coins from time to time. We're all degenerates anyways. Frankie Daily Degen. Let's go. Shout out to MGCB. MGCBC, GBC, MGCBC. Let's go. All right, let's see. Let's take a look. We'll take a look at BNB again, but let's take a look at DOT real quick. I want to cover a couple of these because we are running low on time. Let's see. Looking at Polkadot. Let's see. Let's look at this one. We actually have some TA on this one. Nope. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. Let's look at the weekly. See, XR, interesting. All right, so could be potentially putting in those bull divs here like we are on Bitcoin on DOT. DOT is a project I do like, guys. But yeah, potentially, bullish divergences potentially when we get that green dot here could print on the weekly, which could mark a potential move to the upside. Let's see, our 6-day not printing. Let's see, can we get a 4-day bull div? 3-day bull div? There it is. Okay, so there you go, guys, right here. I have my TA hidden, that's why. Okay. So here you go. From all the way back here. I don't like when you cut through candles, but yeah, you generally have lower lows on your price. and you have your higher lows on your momentum waves, and you are printing that green dot. You will confirm this in about 1 hour and 8 minutes, guys, and that could potentially give us a move to the upside. Money flow starting to round off here as well. Not looking too horrible, if you ask me. But yeah, definitely putting in those bull divs on the 3-day. 2-day, same story being told, but you didn't really get much oomph out of it. Maybe we can get another green dot here and bring us up to the upside, but we're going to have to print another red dot. But money flow coming up on that 2-day. So 3-day not looking too bad. 2-day would look for that money flow crossover into the green. Your 16 and 12 hour, no crossover into the green like Bitcoin. VWAP is coming to the downside, so could cool off a little bit here, or not cool off, but could come down a little bit here. So let's see. Oh God, I just got a notification from KuCoin saying that Loon C ranks top 1 in the gem box. Good God, somebody help me. But let's continue on here. What's better, Cypher or Lux? I have Lifetime Cypher, and it's great, but also mixed with traditional TA. Is Lux worth it? In my opinion, Lux is worth it to buy the Lifetime to. But a big reason why I would say try Lux is because of the 30-day money-back guarantee. I think it's worth it. They give you, not only do they give you, not only is it an amazing indicator, but you get the Neo Cloud, right? You get the trend tracer, the hyper trend, the dashboard, the EQ cloud, the trend tracer, the reversal zones. I'm not going to show you all of them, but these are the reversal zones. Come on, computer. Come on, computer. Oh, it's hidden. So these are the reversal zones, which are very, very helpful. As you can see, typically when you come, you do get rejections back down to the green cloud, and then you come up. Obviously, when you're when you're in a super, super downtrend or a super uptrend, it's better in the ranging markets. But typically when you touch these clouds, it's time to come back down. But I'm not going to go through all these, but just think of that right there. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different overlays you can add there. You could change all your confirmation sell signals, buy signals. You also have your take profit and stop loss points. I mean, there's literally indicators and signals like hidden everywhere on this indicator. You get your take profit signals down here, and then your stop loss signals up here. And then and this is just a little bit of what is on this, the main Lux Algo overlay on the candles. But not only do you get that, but you also get the Lux Algo premium oscillators, which I'm gonna have to get rid of some stuff to add. But you get your Lux Algo oscillators, which not only has this tweaked ultimate stochastic RSI, but also if you come to your settings, you also get an ultimate MACD, which moves a little bit quicker than the typical MACD, giving you better entries and exits. Ultimate RSI, very similar situation. And then you have the advanced oscillator here, which I'm not going to go super deep into, but super, super powerful stuff. And it doesn't stop there. You also get the support and resistance indicator, which I use all the time right here. And it not only has automatic pattern detection, you can see that here, but you also get order blocks. You could see these order blocks in white. And then you also just get your market structure labeling. I have to make a video about this. All different stuff with this support and resistance indicator. And it's super, super, super helpful. So yeah, definitely highly recommend Lux Algo. And the biggest reason really is that you could try it for 30 days. And if you don't like it, they'll give you your money back. So it's really risk-free. So there you go. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but there you go. You asked. And that's really the main reason is you could try it. If you hate it, you can get your money back. So I don't know a lot of other indicators that are doing that. And then obviously you said you have Market Cypher. Market Cypher's a no-brainer. But let's go. Shout out to you guys. All right. Taking a look at DOT. Obviously we did have that. Let me get Market Cypher P back up. There you go. We do have those bullish divergences on that 3-day printing. So hopefully that can confirm. Coming down to the lower time frames. Money flow crossover into the red on the 4-hour. Not the best look. No bullish divergence, I don't think there. Yeah, no bull div or no bear div. Looking at the 2-hour. Money flow starting to roll off. Let's look at the lower. Okay, so money flow coming up on the lower time frames. Your 10-minute creeping up, your 12-minute creeping up, your 15-minute creeping up. Ooh, snake eyes on your 15-minute as well. Look at those bad boys. Let's look at the 24-minute. 30-minute crossover. Kind of mixed signals here on DOT. But what I'll do here is we'll pull up that VPVR and we'll go ahead and try to get some levels here. Again, guys, I would be pretty careful trading tomorrow just because of that news that's going to be released. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm not the guy that tries to predict what's going to happen there. Typically, I don't trade I don't usually trade that volatility on anytime there's Fed meetings or anything like that, because things could get pretty crazy. Okay. So taking a look here, let's go to the daily and find some good. Actually, let's go to lower time frame. We have those macro levels. So zooming in here, let's go ahead and let's hide this. Boom. Okay, so maybe we'll. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Go here. Come on, baby. There we go. And then let me just zoom out just a tad. There we go. Boom. Okay. So here we are. We are below this value area low, which is coming in at about 658. So this is typically the level you want to get above. If you can hop back up into this value area, that value area being between these two blue lines, your value area low and your value area high. If we can hop back into that value area, we could potentially expect with that 4 hour. So yeah, again, money flow on the 4 hour in the red, but could just be a little bit of a fake out. We could come back into the green. But if you can get back above this value area low, hop back into the value area, you could potentially move your way back up to this point of control at about 726. And if Bitcoin does just get a short-term pullback before continuing to the upside, I do think that 727 would be a good target for Polkadot in the short term. And if you could hop over that POC and flip it to support, it would be likely for us to revisit the highs of this range coming in at about 850. So you guys can kind of see that, right? Once you get down to that value area low, you get a bounce, rejected from that POC, you'll lose the value area, and then once you get back in and flip the value area low to support, you very predictably are able to move right up to that point of control, and you come up and tap that point of control perfectly. Again, you come out of the value area, you come back into the value area. Once you flip it to support, that's typically where I'm looking for bullish confirmations to enter along. And then boom, you get that rip right up to that POC, and it's very predictable. So kind of the same deal. What I'm looking for is a potential rip back into the value area, a retest of the value area low, stick support, get those bullish confirmations on the lower time frame, money flow coming up, maybe some bull divs, and then try to get that ride up to the POC before potentially, getting a ride up to that value area high. And you could see that right here. Let me just mark out these levels real quick. And let's bring them up. And then I'm just going to hide this real quick. And then you can see that once we hopped up over this POC, zoom in here. Once we hopped up over this POC, let me zoom in. Once we hopped up over this POC, came down, bullishly retested, stuck it as support, and then boom, 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 right up to that value area high. So kind of the same thing that I'm looking for right now. Shout out to Enzo Mining Raid. Raid. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, let's go. Dave Digital, see you on Debate Crypto. Let's go. Let's see. Sweet. Thanks for the description, bud. Much appreciated. No problem. Crypto call. I got you, bro. I got you. Let's see. BNB. Only 4% down after the hack. Yeah, kind of holding up pretty good. I mean, those candles are scary looking, but it's not that too bad of a dump. Let's see. I've been out a few days. Thought she had surgery, right? Let's see. What up, Frankie? Will Yum. Thank you for being here, man. You see the 1 hour beat. Let's look at XDC. Let's take a look at it. So there you go. There's Polkadot, guys. XDC. Let's look at the KuCoin. That's the Ethereum chart. We don't want that. Let's just go to the KuCoin Tether. XDC 1 hour bear div. Let's look for it. Come on. Holy cow. Why is this the right chart? This is some freaky price action. XDC. Let's try biffing it. I guess it's just a weird looking chart. Okay, bear div on the 1 hour. I don't. Let's see. Appreciate the shout out this morning. Shout out to Chusei Crypto. Yeah, shout out to Chusei. He was in that morning stream. Let's go, bro. Thank you for being in there. I appreciate it. Let's see. Think there was being Banter just posted a video. Yeah, there was a hack. Apparently a $2 million hack. Dropped it about 5 cents. 5 cents. 5%. But yeah, we'll see. There's definitely a blood diamond on this somewhere. Yeah, there is the blood diamond. We could call these without seeing them. But yeah, XDC, let's see. Let's go down a little bit. Yeah, shout out to Sean. Yeah. Yeah, definitely interesting price action here. I don't know why this chart looks like this. But yeah, actually do want to take a look at BNB real quick. I'll try to come back to XDC, but yeah, this thing, not too bad. I mean, for a $2 million hack, I mean, you come down about 5%. That's or 6-7%, even if it's 7%. Not too bad. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you for the time update. So guys, yeah, I am going to wrap up the altcoins here because I am going over to debate crypto. So yeah, if you guys want to continue the TA party, head over to Debate Crypto. I believe we're going to start at 7:30, but I got to go. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do before I hop on there. We got to do sound check and all that. So guys, if you are in here right now, smash that like button. And we're going to spin the wheel of pain and pleasure real quick before we hop off. And then definitely go over and check out Debate Crypto so we can go have a party on their channel. Show them some love. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. All that good stuff. But without further ado, let's go ahead and spin that. Oh, did we get 450? Oh, 418 likes, guys. 420. If we get 450 likes, by the time I'm done spinning this wheel, I will spin it an extra 5 times for you, or we'll spin it a total of 10 times for you. But we got to get 450 likes. Let's go. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Give them a giveaway. Let's go. Good night. Thank y'all. No problem, Bobby, Crypto Granny. We love you. Thank you for being here. Good night. Thank you all. Shout out to the chat. Stay bullish. Let's go. Yo, it's 2 million BNB and it's not a hack. Yeah, do your own research. Okay, yeah, I had 2. Yeah, everybody's saying it's a hack. I don't know. Everybody's saying it's a hack. It definitely had a big fall. But let's see. Heard it was a hack from some pretty reliable. Let's see. On hack rumors. Let's see. BNB halted after suspected hack. Yeah, so we'll have to see. Potential exploit, they're calling it. So yeah, I guess not 100% not a hack, but potentially a hack. Give him a giveaway. There we go. Give him another one. Smash those likes. Good night, HBB. Much love. Let's go. It's a halt. Yeah. I got it to 426. Let's go. Give him another giveaway. Let's go, baby. 448 likes, guys. So close to 450. Oh, God. I'm giving this as an extra spin. Boom. Give him another one. Oh, my God. So close. 450. I'll give it to you guys. Let's give him 5 more spins. Let's go. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Let's go. Smash the like button. He deserves it. Shout out to Laviu Capitiano. I really hope I'm not butchering your name. I'm sure I am. Hacked for 2 million BNB, 600 million USD. Oh, 2 million BNB, 600 million USD. Yeah, I found that out on stream, so I'm just getting like random little bits of information in the chat. Frankie, don't forget to check the DM I sent you. Yes, chemistry, bro. I got to do that, man. I apologize. I have been having crazy days, man. We're over 450 likes. That's right, baby. That's why we got the confetti and the wheel spinning constantly here. Let's go. Couple more spins. Frankie is the realm Italian. Let's go. Boom. Give him another spin. Let's go. Shout out to Shane Kerr. BUSD turns into Luna tomorrow. Oh, God. Yikes. Imagine that. Real Italians never know how to say bye. That is true, guys. If you notice, I do give you, that's why I give you those confirmation bing bongs. It's because I just don't know what to say. I don't know how to say goodbye. I just don't want to. And that's true. You know, you go over to your grandmother's house. She makes you some macaroni, Sunday macaroni. You know what I'm saying? By the way, guys, it's not gravy. People think that you call sauce gravy. because I think they said it in why can't I think of that movie with Joe Pesci? I forget. Oh my God, what is the name of that movie? I can't remember. My Cousin Vinny, I think they say gravy. Just so you know, I've not only been around my 100% Sicilian family, I've also been around a lot of New York Italians. Nobody calls it gravy. I think people who want to be Italian call it gravy, maybe. Frankie, last dip down, then take off. Let's go. Bullish on parade. Let's go. Connor Anderson, what is going on, man? Thank you. Good show. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Dave Digital, you hang up. No, you hang up. But with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight. Again, 476 people in here. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I do appreciate it so much. You have no idea. This channel is nothing without you guys. You are the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. I'm just the guy on the camera. But, guys, definitely go check out Debate Crypto. If we can get that link in there. Crypto Anon, shout out to Gravy. I'd actually like to take a poll of Italians. Who calls it gravy? Because I do hear people say they say gravy. But just in my personal experience, and I have a lot of experience being around a lot of Italians. Never hear people call it gravy. Crypto Anon, I bet you'd have some pretty good insight. Is it, oh yeah, gravy, puke faces. Yeah, let me know. If anybody calls it gravy and you are from an authentic Italian family, let me know. Because I've never heard it. I've been around a lot of authentic Italians. But anyway, with all that being said, guys, head over to Debate Crypto right now. You know, sit in that waiting room. We're going live at 7:30. It's going to be me, Miguel, Crypto Crusader, remember Miguel, or I don't know who the other guests are, but sometimes it's Gareth Soloway, sometimes it's Lifer, sometimes it's CVO, Magic Internet Money. They have amazing guests on that show, so definitely go check us out over there. Just drop the link in chat. Go check us out. Show us the love. I'll be in there. I can't answer your chats. You guys make me laugh on that show every day, or every time I go on that show. It's like I see people in chat. I'm like sitting there listening, and someone's like, "Frankie sees my chat. I know he does." Bing bong. Or you guys will say funny stuff. And I'm trying to pay attention, and you guys are trolling me in chat, and I can't answer. I think it's a Jersey thing. Oh, okay, maybe it is a Jersey thing. Interesting. That would make sense. FOMO Sapien with the bing bong. Down south, it's always been gravy. That is true. But guys, with all that being said, that's all the time I got for tonight. I'll see you guys in a few minutes on the Debate Crypto YouTube channel. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. I love you guys more than you could possibly imagine. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Different place, different time on Debate Crypto's YouTube channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.